What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing very well, and thank you so much for joining me once again on this episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and we are on episode number 154 of Pay Dirt Reviews, closing out year number 3 on the channel, and I have to say I'm a little choked up about it. I really appreciate it. I can't believe it's been 3 years now, and it'll be 3 years on May 12th. So we'll be doing an actual show on that day, just kind of reviewing, and I'll leave a link at the end of this video for the last 2 anniversaries, year 1 and year 2. Year 1 actually covers what I made that year on gold, as far as not what I made, but how much I actually collected that year, to give you an idea of what you could do. And I think by year 2, it was so convoluted, just like it is now by year 3. I still have some very awesome gold. So the first gold that I ever got since I started this, but that will be kicking off year 4. So again, thank y'all so much. I think I've probably averaged about 350 or so subscribers a year since I've been doing this. So, and that's even with, from the first year, I get no more subscribers than I did the 3rd year. And that's YouTube's influence on that. So, definitely. And so I'm even all the more appreciative to everyone that's taking the time to hit that subscribe button and be part of the channel. Be on the Friday night live chats, which has been the most fun to do, and I still want to get into more live streaming, but just not for the sake of doing it. There's got to be some point to it for me. So, but again, and then Saturday Night Grill on the Bayou, all that's just been a blast. And speaking of Saturday Night Grill on the Bayou, I don't know if y'all saw last week's. How many of y'all saw last week's? But I had literally the least likely thing that I could have ever thought would happen happened last Saturday when I was at the Rouse's, my grocery store that I go to, and shop for those meat deals. And I was actually talking to the guy behind the counter at the seafood section, getting the scallops and oysters for that. And I hear a voice behind me saying, "Is that you, Bayou Go Guy?" And it's a female voice. And now I've been like at the post office sitting out packages before, and I'm sitting there writing out the address. I hear, "Is that Bayou Gold Guy?" And I turn around, and it's Dan, the guy that works at Fakier's Jewelry. I've known for decades. So yeah, he was he knows me. But this, I turned around, it was someone I did not recognize, anyone I'd ever seen, and she's like, "You're Bayou Gold Guy?" I was like, "Yeah, it's well, we recognized your voice." Talking to because I tend to talk loud. That's why I have to kill whenever I record these with the mic on the volumes. Literally, I have to go in and set them down to like where it's 3 or 4 because it's so loud coming across the video on some of these recordings. So, but anyway, yeah, they recognized my voice, and so a big shout out to John and Kimberly, who they've been subscribers. I said, "Y'all subscribers?" "Oh yeah, we're subscribers." I was just here last week with a viewer that came down from Cincinnati. "Oh yeah, Ron, we saw that. We watched it." I said, "No, that was just And so they were just very, very nice, and as excited to see me as I was to be recognized. And I was like kind of just stunned at the fact that it was going on. And I wasn't even really stunned at that point. I was just kind of like interacting with these people that so that was so cool, man. I was like, "Yeah, send me your email and we'll get together. Y'all can come over for some grilling on the Bayou," And again, just the unusual consequence that finally I have somebody that comes down from Cincinnati for grilling on the Bayou the week before. The next weekend, I meet 2 viewers that recognize me, and again, they're available for some grilling on the Bayou. So after 3 years of that never happening. So again, to me, this is all just barely at level 1 of the real IRL LARPing game that we play for as gold miners, especially for me down here in the one of the two states in the country that have absolutely no gold in it whatsoever. So again, that was always kind of the part of the irony and the contradiction of doing this channel to begin with, that I'm going to be doing pay dirt reviews for gold in a state that has absolutely no gold. So, but all right, so I guess that's it. And you'll see the wind, it blew my sign down. It's blowing my hat off. Actually, it's calmed down a little bit since I just started this. It's just been tearing through today. So all the more reason to don the red cap, especially because we have a major victory for America First and the MAGA movement, and bringing this country back into the realm of reality and sanity. Trump is not going to have any court dates before the election. This is the last chance that they tried to. A judge has ruled that no, when the document trial in Florida, the one they were really pushing for, now now it's been shown that actually those pallets were loaded up by the Biden administration and said, now y'all need to come pick this stuff up. We're not going to come in. Well, okay, we're going to send it to you. And then they send the FBI in to find the stuff that they planted for them to find. So again, now that the chains of command, the custody, all the hearings that they've got set up through into August, I think already, that this judge is going to still has to review all this stuff, and it's not going to. And then of course they've the criminal Letitia New York piece of shit, along with the Jack Smith, their case up there is being thrown out, is going to be dismissed completely. And then now he's battling with the porn star. They're trying to, the major, the Alphabet News Network. They're trying to, this wholesome woman who, had a horse farm when, was in the 4-H club, and was voted, most likely to take 10 guys at one time in her, yeah. And the horse farm, I think that's just a nostalgic holdover from her days of the donkey show across the border. But, from it showing from 2015, 2016, 2018, these repeated times where she said, they keep saying this, I did not have sex with Donald Trump. We did not have an affair, blah, blah, blah. He paid her off to shut her up because it was pure extortion, and it wasn't worth having to deal with this during the presidential upcoming first election. And especially with all the other crap that's going on. And even if it had happened, it was nothing illegal about it. It was they're getting him for basically a bookkeeping error that they've elevated up to a federal felony, which is none of it is, and past the statute of limitations. And it's basically designed specifically like the woman that sued him and got was able to retro the law back 30 years, so you could go after specifically Donald Trump. Same thing with this one, so they could specifically go after Donald Trump. Same thing with the documents, so they could specifically go after Donald Trump. And now he is just raking in, hundreds of millions of dollars of free advertising, just like he did in the 2016, in the 2020, when they were just covering him nonstop, wall to wall, trying to make him look so bad. Now he's getting, these short. He's actually reading the news off of the other channels, quoting, their coverage of the child, it's just a genius move where he is being seen on mainstream television by the Alphabet networks and the fake cable news. It's all fake news, even Fox. But yeah, that are pumping this stuff out every day whenever he goes out of court, and then goes out and draws 50,000 people. But he's drawing in 300,000 that are seeing every one of his or more. They're seeing every one of his comments whenever he gets done. So again, it just they're just self-destructing them. Their whole scheme against him is collapsing, and we just couldn't be happier about it. So not a worse, subhuman, derelict group of I even hesitate to say people, but just thugs and morons, criminals, and mentally ill perverts and deviants that are running this country, that are not fit to, like I said, run a lemonade stand, that they're putting in charge of trying to take out the most powerful man that's ever been in position in this country, as far as his influence on the American people, as well as what he was able to do in office, opposed at every turn for his first term. So, all right, well, let's turn, like I said, on episode number 154 to wrap up year 3 on the channel. We're going back with what has become one of my favorite pay dirts, not only because of what's in it, but also because of the awesome ROI on the gold I've been getting from it. So that being said, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana for the 154th time, where, well, X still is not really much left to mark the spot. There's a little bit of an X left, but you know from the gold envelope, that's right, it is the RJ's bag. Excuse me. And I get it, just my favorite envelope to come in the mail. And some of my favorite material now to go through. And so this is the 1 pound $30 bag. Comes with the vial, 30 or 35. I have to look at my thing. It's either 30 or 30, maybe 35. Comes with the free vial to put your gold in. And even though this is not a gem bag, you can see it actually comes with a good number of gems. Another nice big piece of copper, blues, purples, looks like candy in there, pyrite. So again, just another, and this is the quarter gram. Hold on. This is the quarter gram bag. There's your peacock stones. So very nice indeed. I have really enjoyed the first two $25 bags that I did. Again, this was 30 or 35 postage paid. So no extra for postage on it. We'll break out our finishing pan here and get set up and dump this out and see what we look like. Again, nice big piece of smoked quartz to start us off. There's a multiple pieces, a nice hunk of copper there. There's another nice flat. Look at that, like a corkscrew almost on that. Very nice. They got some very cool copper in these bags. Oh, and more, look at more. We got multiple pieces in here. Very nice. Check that out. Again, this is not the gem bag. This is just the gold bag where they've thrown in some gems. And then another piece of that beautiful peacock ore. Turn on my light on my phone since we're out here in the... Let's go just dump the rest of this out. Some more pyrite, very nice. Look at that, there's some with the very cubic pieces on it that look so cool. And then there's some where it's the clusters. It's still a very small, almost kind of cubic quality to it, but oh, I'm seeing some gold right there. Nice piece of gold to get us started. Beautiful. We've gotten some really nice gold from these bags. And the last one, like I said, our ROI was like 130, I think 135% or something like that. And again, I don't count postage. But even with the postage, it was well over 100%. But yeah, very nice. So we've got all kinds of, there's a piece of, I think that's maybe a red jasper. Nice long shard of quartz there. And it looks like we've still got more of our jades. There's some peridot, polished peridot. We got a little some citrine. More copper. Just awesome, man. Again, so that's another fun. Is that our same piece of gold we first already found? I believe it is. maybe not. It's hard to tell. Like I said, if you see it from one side to another, it looks like a totally different piece, but I think that's a different piece. Awesome. When you see in chunks of gold in your quarter-gram bag, that's pretty damn cool, I think. More peacock. So yeah, I have no idea where they are able to access their gems and stones from, but I think that's some um, emerald. Said these look like the small emerald pieces that I got when I bought my emerald. They sent me emerald chips instead of the full size like I was getting before. But again, a nice green, and then our blue there. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's turquoise. Maybe it is. Very nice color though. There's a piece that looks like that has that opal, clear opal look to it. Mother of pearl kind of shine on it. So very cool. Then we've got assorted polished gems, and we've got some polished amethyst and some garnets. Oh, there's a faceted. We didn't have one of those in our last bag. We had a bunch of them in our first bag, but check that out. Another nice oval. Got a little chip on the side of it there, but very cool. Beautiful. I really like those little faceted stones. It's amazing they can do that on that small of a gem and have have them come out looking so good, and do it cheaply enough that you can throw them into a bag of pay dirt. So it looks like there we've got some. There's our polished peridot, and looks like some jade, another piece of shard, and that's something green that's polished. Looks very cool. There's again more of the peridot. I mean, yeah, peridot and our garnets. A very nice. I'm not sure what that is. It's got a nice shine to it. And a good, like I said, a lot of amethyst. So, all right. Well, I need to go get my tweezers so I can really pick through this better. And we're gonna get a bunch of this out. And a lot of y'all have already gotten a number of the stuff that went out on the auction bags and the pay dirts. The last pay dirts that have gone out have had quite a bit of the smaller stuff, especially, as well as some of the bigger pieces out of these RJ bags are going around. That's another nice, beautiful blue, kind of a sky look to it. So, a lot of fun though. Just a good time to go through and, like I said, for sitting back and put a line on it and get out your tweezers and pick through the goodies, and still have a nice bit of gold, looks like, to find in it. So I'm not sure what that one is. It's very light, but it has a cool look to it. Oh boy, I've been watching for the mail to come today, because you don't want to leave something like that sitting up on your front porch, right here off the street. But there you go. I had a couple of packages come in. Very cool. I'm excited to see these, and we'll be opening these on a mail call here very soon. So yeah, there we go. And those are from Ford Prospecting, the awesome Matthew Ford. He sent me the primordial mix last year, along with a personal mix of his dirts that he mixes up, planting soils, potting soils, and all natural with, like I said, they're loaded with all kinds of natural nutrients. And that's a couple of boxes more. And Matthew, thank you so much, brother. You're way too good to me, my friend. I really appreciate it. So, all right. Well, now that those are back here where we're safe, let's get the tweezers out and get this picked through. Well, we got a very nice selection of some beautiful little gems and polished stones in this batch, plus 3 more of the faceted gems. Very cool. That's just awesome that these are in these pay dirts. One's clear, one's kind of an purple, and then one you can see is that blue. 2 ovals and a square. So we put them in our little vial, but just check out the nice copper. Lots of jade. There's some opal. The Dalmatian stone. The garnets. So we'll go ahead and get it wet just to put a little shine on it. Rinse off any dust. Get a little bit out of that pyrite. It tends to get a little clogged up. Beautiful pyrite shine in there. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's red jasper there. So yeah, when it's wet, it even looks better. And again, this is just in the pay dirt bag. This is not necessarily listed as a gem bag. Because if you recall, his other, or their other, because it's Eric and RJ, but it would say a gem right there instead of 1 pound. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is a 1 pound bag. I weighed it, actually it was 14 ounces, a little over 14 ounces. So not quite a pound, but that's fine with me. I mean, that's not going to be splitting hairs over a little bit of dirt, especially when you've got weight made up. You know, that could be the difference between a couple of, you know, a bigger piece of copper or something that might have gone in there. But any rate, like I said, this is not a gem bag. So that is an impressive pile of goodies out of that. And then like I said, then you add our, we'll look at it. I've got another vial with the other ones we've gotten out of the first bag. So, but you know, faceted gems to find in, I included some of those in the ones that I have in some of the pay dirt, when I make up pay dirt vials, split bottles for people that have some of them have their grandkids or their kids or their whatever, them kids involved, then yeah, we'll make up special bags for them with extra goodies and fossils and things like that to find, to make it fun and engage them. So, all right, well, we're not going to. We got our magnet there. Well, we got a little bit of, I don't know if we've done this, looked at the previous ones or not, but there's a little bit of magnetics in there, especially with that, on that schist looking stuff. It's that shiny. I don't know why it was sticking. It wiped off pretty good. Maybe it was something else was holding it on there with it. I don't know. But yeah, that's not stuff I expected to be magnetic. Oh, my thing was sitting on the corner over there. It got wet on the bottom, so a little sand. All right, to get situated here. Actually, I just had one of the best safety meetings I've had in years. I feel so safe.
Stop being so unsafe, Smitty.
Yeah, there it is. Can't wrap up year 3 without my favorite Homerism. A little jet dry in the water, or rinse 8 as the case may be. What the hell was that crashing? Yeah, man, my power was off from, half the damn day. And it had just come on. Actually, when I came out here and started this, it was still off. And then a buddy showed up. I've got them where they're going to pick up a lot of that old fencing next door in the backyard. He's going to use it for, they're always building some kind of crap. But it's my buddy does the paintings too. So he uses the old distressed wood for some of his art stuff that he does. So yeah, but then I paused from doing that. And actually, I need to keep it. I'm keeping an eye on my microphone here because I've been prolonging the the shoot, and I didn't turn it off. So I almost need to go in and stop and go in and plug it in and let it charge. So okay, nothing off the top there. I know we've already seen a couple of very nice little pieces in there in the goods. This is like I said, one that I've really enjoyed doing, and then I've gotten messages from a number of people that have done this before and said how much they enjoyed it as well. I've gotten very good returns on the gold in it, just like I have, and a couple people that saw it on the channel and said, "Yeah, man, I want to. That's going on my list. I want to try some of that." And yeah, that was my reaction, exactly the same when I saw it. But yeah, it's an easy material to go through. And like I said, if you just classified this down, you wouldn't have those bit of heavier. And you saw them the metallics, the magnetics that were in there with it. So it is a little bit heavier with some of that stuff. But when your water stays that clean, it makes it a lot easier when especially when you're starting out, and you can see the material moving much easier and gauge how much is washing out and that kind of thing. So yeah, is that gold showing up there, creeping around? But this is also, I've really enjoyed using this material. I used it in some of the smaller the small bottles that I had on the giveaways and stuff. I guess the ones from the auction. And there's still, we got us some gold showing up there. A couple of little flakes and a little splinter as well. See, that's where those heavier rocks, if you classified those out, they would not be in the way at this stage. But it's not too bad. I consider it that the natural way that it comes out of the river, and those guys are panning it in the stream. They're not classifying that stuff down. All right, well, there is our first gold, our first take of the day. Very nice. I got my hot spot. It always looks like the sun's shining on that. That's where the hot spot had burned through. But yeah, anytime that you catch it in the camera, it literally looks like it is a sunspot reflecting down on it. It's same thing as that mark below it right there. It's where that's the sun hitting it. All right. Oh, damn, I'm not sure what happened there because my camera just shut off, and apparently everything I've been filming here over the last 5 minutes is not taken. So what we did was went through and went ahead and classified out the remaining pan just to show the difference compared to the last one, of not having that larger material in the way. And I was just saying how that if you were to classify it down to the next level, then those little black specks that are there that are holding would be removed. And that would be for if you were dealing with a lot finer gold than this, you might want to do that. But since they're smaller than the pieces we have here, they move pretty easily out of the way. You can wash them hard enough without having to move your gold. Damn, that really surprised me when the camera went back to the phone mode and it was just like it was never on. So there we go, another nice little bit of gold in that lesser classification, less than kitchen strainer size classification. All right, that just leaves the plus kitchen strainer size, and that's, we know we got a couple of nice chunks of gold hiding out in this batch. So yeah, these are my two. I'm not even sure which one is the clutch pan anymore. I had one that one that I got with the panning kit, and because that's what started all this, was seeing clash. And look at that gold showing up there, and it's shining. So I got the panning kit with the squirt bottle and the snuffer bottle and a green pan and the kitchen strainer there for the classification. And he said, if you email me, I'll sign your pan. So I emailed him, and when I did the order, and my order came, and I got my pan, it wasn't signed. So I contacted him and said, hey, yeah, my order came in, but my pan wasn't signed. So I was ordering the Garrett, because I ended up getting I got that stuff. Then I got the Garrett Super Sluice right after that. And so he said that he was actually, that Heather had, his girlfriend Heather was basically ran the business part of all of this. And that he was out of town, and she just had, she was moved too quick on it and had shipped the order out. So he put me one in the mail, and I got it like, next day or so. It came with a signed clutch pan. So that was very cool of him. And then I contacted him going, well, hey man, what was something wrong with that video that you didn't promote it, or do what you said, for posting it? And I never heard anything back from him. So, but again, he had said I had a picture of my video playing on old the old deck here before it was ever painted. It was still wood grain, natural wood grain. And like I said, I had he had Crusty Rusty, and I had Dingy Doris. Krusty's poor Southern relation was the shtick on that. And then whenever I ended up painting her, whenever it got so rusty, it was bleeding into my pay dirt. Then it became from Dingy Doris to I can't remember. And I stopped using it then because HD Shovelhead's like, man, the scraping on that on my headphones is killing me. And then I started going back listening to videos, and where it would on that I never really picked up. So after that, I think that is, I don't know how red it comes up in the camera, but it almost has a look like a piece of ruby, like whenever I had my rubies, rough ruby. Looks pretty red out here. So, all right, well, I guess that was the same piece of gold. It just was, we just saw it from two different sides. Still a nice chunker there. An easy picker. And we got there. I can pick up all three. Those are just smaller, but very nice. RJ's does not disappoint. I'll tell you this. Like I said, this is the third bag. The two 25s, and then this is the, I believe it's 35. I meant to look, but I'll zoom out. But yeah, it has certainly been an awesome bag for. Geez, man, y'all are going. What's wrong with you, Bayou gold guy? You don't sound like the damn safety meeting. The over safeness.
Safe enough.
I guess in between this, y'all don't. In camera time, it's had a. I unplugged and went in and took my mic off and let it charge for a little while. While I was went through some other stuff and had a little another review, and yeah. So that's all about there. Okay, yeah. So now this snuffer bottle. This is our collection here of the day. And again, it was no really heavy black sand. The stuff that showed up in it was of the magnetics. Were all pretty much larger stuff, so you can see that came out really, really clean. Beautiful. And again, for like I said, on top of the gems and polished stones, everything else in that bag, for a $35 bag, that's really looking good. All right, well, we'll get this dried up and added in with put this stuff will dried up and be added into our other bag of goodies, and we'll take a look at all of it, because I've got a nice collection going. Even though, like I said, I've given away a lot of it, but I keep getting so much whenever I get these. It's you know, I need to put another 25er in, just because again, I had that first one I also had some Herkimer diamond that were in there, and because I was showing those to Ron when he was down here, because he's the crystal guy, and that's what I was asking, man, you know, are these you think these are actually quartz, or is it the Herkimer? And he looked at me, he's like, yeah, those are Herkimer, and then the nice large ones. So like I said, I have a vial with the ones I'd gotten from again, that could be, no, that's not, that's polished, that I'd gotten from the Bill's Trash and Treasure bag, of the Herkimer bag that Jan put out, and but they were all pretty small size, regular smaller size Herkimer compared to these. So, and then I'd gotten that very nice one from Matthew Lopez, I believe, in his pay dirt. That was like I said, the largest that I had seen, and then I had these, the last ones from that went in before. You just got to get it in the right direction. All right, we'll put that one in by hand. Don't have to twist my arm. Very nice. Again, the last RJ's, we had to open the bottle to put our chunks in. They did not go up the tube. So that's quite the testimonial for this stuff. I'll tell you what. So all right, well, let's go in and we'll see what we've got. There's it. It's our guys on the scale. All right, here we are once again, as we have been so many times before, and In this case, we have a beautiful pile of some shiny RJ's gold. And there's our nice chunk. And some nice little flakes and even some tiny specks in this one. So once again, very happy with the look of our gold, and had a lot of fun panning it out and going through our gems. So there we've got our 20 gram scale. Well, it's been pegged on 20. Now it's dropped to 99, but we're within that thousandth. So let's see if we've got our quarter. I'm pretty sure we have. And there we go, 0.28. So nice little amount over our minimum guarantee. Not quite as much as we had on our previous ones, but still very nice. And we've got a nice chunk of gold and like I said, a lovely batch of our gems. And there's our cut stones from the last bag, our first bag that had come in, and they're showing up. And I got a kitten hitting the bottom of the. And then there's the ones that we got from this round. Very nice. And then there's those Herkimeres that I was talking about. These are the ones that I'd gotten from Jan with Bill's Trash and Treasure. And I've given away a few of those. I think I had 9 or 10, something like that I got out of the bag when I got it from her. So very nice. Check that out. Easy kitty. I've got this little rascal. It's time for little guy, my little bottle baby there. Look at that little sweetie. It's gonna break my heart, but yep, this weekend her and her little sister are gonna be taking them up to the Petco and sit out there with my little box and see if I can find some good people to take her and her little sister, and hopefully I'll get them both adopted together. But we'll see. See some very nice, shiny, interesting contours in that. Beautiful gold. So when I bought this on April 21st, gold was going for $23.86 an ounce. So I paid $35 for this bag, and I take off postage. So I took off $6 for the size of that envelope. And again, the envelope itself probably cost a couple of bucks. I like that, love that envelope. But so yeah, so at 0.28 of a gram, we had a $21.49 gold value versus the $29 cost of our material, which gave us a 74% ROI on this bag. So again, not terrible on a gem bag, on a small bag. Not nearly as nice as what we had on our first couple of bags. So, especially our last bag. I think our first bag was in the 80s, but at just the same, that just goes, and reinforce the point that every pay dirt bag is different. So you never know what it did meet the minimum on it. So that's and some nice gold, and again some awesome gems that are going with the that were included in this bag. So very nice, and we'll add that to the rest of our RJs and get a look at all of our gold together here from 3 bags. And we had some nice, some nicer pieces in our $20 to $25 bag. In our first one, we had a nice chunk there. Then the $35, there's that beautiful honker. And again, some lovely. Let's see, is that more? Yep, always a damn piece of fuzz. But yep, some beautiful gold. So let's go ahead. We'll see what our total is on our weight altogether for our 2 1/4 gram and two $25 and 1 1/4 gram. So 0.91 of a gram. That is not a 9.1 to 9.2. So again, that is not. We also have our previous bag of our beautiful gems that went with these. So we will go ahead and move our little jars out of the way, and we can add the rest of our RJ's gems to our increasing bag here. Again, just some beautiful stuff. Like I said, we've got quite the collection of. Like I said, I love that nugget. It has that corkscrew swirly to it. Previous one we had with the nice ingot and our crystal there. Very cool. So like I said, just awesome stuff. I just really enjoy this stuff. It's a fun pay dirt to do. Some of it comes out a lot better than others. But again, that's just the name of the pay dirt. They match their guarantee. So you know that's the main thing. Anything else is gravy. So, and again, not a gem bag, but we got a ton of gems. So very happy. And again, one I can still say that I recommend RJ's for sure for a fun pay dirt, especially if you got the kids or you're a big kid that likes just picking through stuff and finding cool stuff in the dirt. You sit down with your tweezers and a nice cocktail under the light, you know, and put on some YouTube and pick through your pan. So, all right, there you go. Well, all right. Once again, an awesome little bag of pay dirt from RJ's. So thank you so much to Eric and RJ for setting us up with that. And I hope you guys, like I said, if you've seen it, get a chance to try some out. Like I said, several people already have, and enjoy it. And I usually, any videos I see on it, people like it. So I think it's a pretty safe bet, and you might hit one of those nice 133% ROI bags. You never know. But so once again, thank you again so much to everyone who's supported the channel, been part of, like I said, the live chats and all that we do here. I missed Uncle Jimmy. I've got his postcards he sends me. You know, I've been getting them throughout the couple of years, and I've mentioned it a couple of different times, I believe, on the ends of videos. And I would either the mic would be off, or I don't think I've ever gotten it on camera to say thank you, Uncle Jimmy, for all the postcards that you send me from around your travels, and really enjoy seeing them. Christmas and the like. A big thank you to my channel members: Chris W, Mandy's Candy, Medley Corrupted, S3ep Adventures, Troubled One, and Mr. Alan Curry over in the UK. Really appreciate. Thank you guys so much, as well as everyone that's put in special super thanks and super chats. Like I said, we just started the channel membership, and again, I'm building on it, working that out, and the details on how we're going to handle that as it grows. But I still thank you all so much for supporting the channel in every way, as well as the generosity you guys have shown over the last 3 years. And we're going to kind of go into that on our Sunday show for when the actual anniversary of the channel is. Again, I'm just I'm dumbfounded that it's been 3 years. We're starting year 4, and we'll see how long it keeps rolling. But I know in the world of YouTube, that's a pretty good run. And considering we've been doing a video every week for all every week of those 3 years, except for where Hurricane Ida knocked us out for 3 weeks. We had no power, no Wi-Fi or internet of any kind. So yeah, other than that, we've been staying at it and enjoying it, and y'all are the ones that make that possible. So with that being said, I guess we will wrap this one up. had a few other things on topic that we had going on with the Big Bob Griner and the absurdity of the Biden administration, bending knee to the terrorists to try to save votes in his failed campaign when he's got Nazi Islam, rioting in the streets, and now their universities are bowing down to them as well. So yeah, but I think we're going to leave it at this for now, wrap it up. And like I said, just be cheering that our man Trump has probably cleared the last hurdle to not have to deal with these pathetic true insurrectionists and anti-American. They keep saying that the Democrats, they're fighting for democracy, but literally they are the ones that are out to wholeheartedly destroy it, as we keep seeing over and over again. So stand strong, my friends, and thank y'all for supporting the channel, being part of the idea here. And if you're not part of it, at least tolerating it while you're hanging out with us. So either way, I'm grateful to you. You've got more, like I said, more patience and much more respect for me than any I would ever have on any of that side of the aisle. So just saying. So till the next time, which will be in a few days, hopefully. This is Bayou Gold Guy once again saying, take care of each other. If you have not yet hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate a click. Check out the channel membership. And like I said, until the next time, take care of each other and peace out, my friends.